Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. You must forgive yourself. You must forgive yourself. Often we talk about forgiveness. That's a general thing, and whether it's actually forgiving the other person, or when people say forgiveness is really for yourself. Hey, all of that is important. But sometimes the person we need to forgive is the person in the mirror. We need to forgive ourselves. Look, understand something. All of us fall down. None of us can walk on water. None of us can walk on air. All of us have fallen. All of us have made a mistake. And, it could have been a minor mistake. It could have been a major mistake. Unintentionally, all of us have probably hurt somebody. We might have said something to somebody and we think it is funny and we think it is all in fun, but they took it seriously. And then, of course, let's be real. Firstly, all of us have said something to someone maliciously. And we've done some stuff, all of us. Anybody who says, oh, I've been good all my life, I'm going to call cap on it. Because we all make mistakes. It's nothing wrong with that. And, most of us, if we have some maturity to us, we have some grace to us, we're following the paradigm of our spiritual faiths. Oh, yeah, we're going to say we're sorry. We're going to do that. But you know what? The forgiveness we need is not from the other person. We got to forgive ourselves. Because what happens is when we do those bad things, many people, they don't let it go. They feel bad. There are many people who have done some bad things and they live the rest of their life carrying their pain. I've met people who've made mistakes, who made terrible mistakes. Not even like they did anything intentional, terrible mistakes, and they would carry it with them. They would done some things. And yes, it was bad. And yes, they could probably apologize to the person. But they carrying it. They feel bad about themselves. They'll have self-loathing over what they've done. They'll blame themselves. Now, sometimes, they'll try to project it onto others, but at the end of the day, they blame themselves. Look, we are here on this planet to learn. When we make a mistake, yes, we apologize. Yes, we learn from the mistake, but we have to forgive ourselves for making it. And when I say forgive ourselves, not say, oh, well, you know what? I messed up. My bad. No. Sincerely forgive yourself. Understand your mistake. Because if you sincerely forgive yourself, you're not carrying the burden of that guilt with you for a very long time. And then when you sincerely forgive yourself, you're also learning from the lesson. You will do better for yourself. You even look within and say, well, why did I do that? Now, if it's just a regular mistake, we all make mistakes. But even then you'll say, okay, I got to work not to make that mistake. But even especially in cases where we might have maliciously said something to someone or did something, committed an action. And then, we feel the tremendous guilt over it. That's where you especially have to forgive yourself, but then you have to make amends. And not so much to the other person. Yeah, that's important, but to yourself. You can't carry it around. You can't look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm such a bad person. One of the worst things I've seen when people will walk around and say, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, oh, I'm this, I'm evil. That's a real problem when people say that about themselves. No, you're human. Yes, you made a mistake. Whether intentional or intentionally. Yes, you did something bad, whether intentional or intentional, whether unintentional or intentionally. Yes, okay. Make amends. Forgive yourself. Look in the mirror and say, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you. Because I'm going to tell you what, carrying the burden of the mistake or whatever it was, that kills people. There are people, they'll try to drown it out. They'll engage in behavior, maybe use illicit drugs, maybe behavior. Some people, I'm going to be real, some people, they can feel so bad about themselves that they intentionally find others to hurt them. Some people will even intentionally do something so they can get shot. They'll intentionally mess with people. They praying somebody hurts them. Some people get caught up into a masochistic thing where they feel bad, so they will intentionally stay in situations where someone is abusing them. A lot of people who are being abused, they have a lot of guilt over things. Yes, it's wrong that they are being abused, and abusers, well, yeah, they need to deal with their own issues, but a lot of people will consciously stay in those situations because they don't feel good about themselves. Then when you look at them, they did something and they have guilt over it. Indeed, many people will feel bad about something, they'll keep it from everybody. No one can figure it out. They can even get professional therapy, and even a therapist won't figure it out. But no matter what, no matter who you talk to, whether it's a therapist, whether it's the person that you committed the offense against unintentionally or intentionally, a spiritual leader, this main thing is forgiving yourself. You have to do that. That is so, I can't emphasize that enough. You don't want to carry that pain around because ultimately you're hurting yourself. Because think about it, if you forgive yourself, then you can make amends for whatever you did. In fact, you might be in a position to make amends to a lot of people. Many people have started great movements. It could be a school, a spiritual center, businesses, or just, you know what, they just said, I'm just gonna go out here and be kind to everybody. I'm serious, hey, just being kind, that's no money and that's easy, but a lot of people go through the day without just one person being kind. So someone who might have been mean to everyone, who learned the error of their ways and then forgave themselves, then they can go out and make a difference. Because we all fall. All of us fall. All of us do some bad things. The issue is not to stay on the ground or hold that against ourselves. The issue, the thing to do, is to grow from it, to learn from it, to not do it again. And it's tough. It's tough. Like I always say, I'm not a guru on top of the mountain. I've gone through those things. I've had to forgive myself for many things. Many things, whether it was done intentional or unintentionally. I had to forgive myself. But the feeling I got when I truly forgave myself, not just say, oh, I forgive myself, but truly deep in my spirit, where I was able to go to great heights. And you have to be able to do it. Now, you don't have to make a big production and tell everybody. In fact, you don't need to tell everybody everything. That is between you, the man or woman in the mirror, and however you choose to worship God. That's the only people who need to know. That's the only person that needs to know. But you have to know, that's the important thing. You have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You know, and work not to make the same mistake again. And then grow from it. Learn the lesson from it. And then you could very possibly give something to the rest of the world. All right? You must forgive yourself. I want everybody to think about what I said today. I want everyone to keep rising and transforming. Peace and blessings.